and welcome. My name's Melinda and I'm with Creative Collections. Hello and welcome. I hope this is working. Oh my goodness. You know, sometimes I'm wondering if lives are worth it because it seems like every time I turn around, it's like something is going on. Okay, anyways, hello. I'm so excited you're here. Make sure you hit the heart button or the thumbs up button and subscribe. That way you can get notifications when I go live. Hello. Hi, honey. I am just trying something out. We're going to make a really cute sign. I saw it. I was inspired by it. But as you know, hey, Deborah. You know how when you think, oh, that's really cute, and then it doesn't work out. Deborah, you're the first to comment tonight, so you get a name put in. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Denise. Hello, Connie. There you go. Hi, Patricia. I was having a little technical difficulty, but I think I'm here and I think we are ready. Should we get going? Should we get going? Should we get to crafting? I don't think we're chalking tonight. I think we're actually crafting tonight. But you won't be disappointed with this sign. I'm telling you, it's going to be adorable. So let's go ahead and bring you down. Hi, Teresa. So let me zoom out my camera out a little bit. There you go. So you can get the full view. There we go. And then we're going to set the timer. There we go. Okay. We're going to use some Dixie Belle. We're going to stain this and then we're going to like darken it and you know the whole 9 yards and stuff. But we're going to make it farmhouse. I just don't know why. Let me grab a pin. Hang on. Hope everybody had a good day today. See, it's clogged. Let me grab another one. This one's probably not any better. Everybody have a great Wednesday. Let's see. Whoa, okay, that one's open, but let me shake it up. We'll just get the stain on there. Shake it up, baby, now. Okay. I got this board at Goodwill for like, oh, look at that. So, look how it's raw wood. It was only $5. And I was like, oh, you know what? This will be perfect. It's been sitting in my stash. You know how you buy something and it's like, oh, you don't know whether or not or when you will use it. Well, that was this case. I didn't know when. I knew I was going to use it, but you just don't know when you're going to use it. And then we might have to do the sides. let me go ahead and do the sides as I'm at it. This is going to be, we're going to use some basic craft supplies. And if you don't have them, I got them on Amazon, but we're using material. We're using some empty bobbin wooden spools. I like how that's taking, I like how the wood has taken the stain. But I'm just doing the sides right now. That's one thing I need to get better at, is I need to make sure that I do all of it. Thanks for sprinkling. You have a whole craft room like that. So we're going to be using these tonight. We're going to be using fabric, as you can see. We're using some stain. And we're going to stain this up. We're going to rust it up, rustify it. Probably got way too much on, but that's okay. So, because we need to stain these too. I just need to stain the sides of them. And the edges. And then I think what we'll do, I probably should put gloves on. What do you think? I should have done this beforehand. Let me grab some gloves. Yeah, I think we all have a craft room like that, Deborah. My problem is I keep adding everything to my craft room. Let me grab gloves while I'm down here. Oop, I need to order some more gloves. We're going to protect our hands. Not necessarily that it's chemical, because y'all know I don't care about that. I just don't want my hands to be brown tomorrow. It's all stained up. There we go. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so we're going to stain these, let it sit. Okay. So I notice I have like way too much stain on my board. So I'm just going to pull it off. You don't need the center of it stained, just the edges. Hey, Tanya Lee. So I got my glasses today and I can see the comments from far away now. So y'all have to stop talking about me. So Now there's no excuse that I can't read your comments. So we got 30 of these to do. You're like, oh gosh, Melinda, what are you thinking? Well, I was thinking it was a really cute project, but now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? So you can get a box of these on Amazon. Trust me, I didn't go through all of the these on my sewing machine. Thank you. Wait, it's like you guys can see what I'm doing, right? Okay, make sure I put it on the, oh, it's been a day. You know, I got kicked. I got a kid suspended. It was just a day. Teach that child to yell at me and kick me. The box, so this is like a 2-inch size, and I think it was under $20. Okay, but you get like 40 in the box, and I have it linked, but because I was messing with my internet or whatever, the whole thing, I will put my link tree or the link in the comments at the end of this. So yeah, you didn't come in late. We're staining tonight. We're making a really cute Americana farmhouse. This is up your alley sign. It doesn't look like much right now, but you all wait. So we have 30 of these to do. You're all like, what? And what happened was I got way too much stain on my sign, or my wood piece here. But I like how it took. Isn't that nice? Look at that. That turned out nice. And then I'll get a color tray and put some more stain on there. How was your guys' Wednesday? I had training last night. Oh, timer, Tanya Lee. Woohoo. Okay, let me get you a ticket. Tanya Lee. Stain and all. And there you go. Okay. Yeah, I like how, so I got this block of wood for a sign at Goodwill. So, I mean, if you're looking for, surfaces cheap, because, I'm always looking for a bargain. Goodwill's always a good place to check out. Okay. Because you just never know what you're going to find there. And I mean, that's where you find like your picture frames that you can repaint. You know, like they say, one man's treasure or one man's junk is another man's treasure. And so what I usually do is I will go into Goodwill and I head right back to like the wood area, the picture frame area. Let me grab that fabric out of my way. And stuff. And you love to watch me craft. We're making a patriotic sign. And wait till you see it. I'm telling you, it's a process. I will have step-by-step instructions how y'all can make one with the link to get these. I mean, if you think about it, they're on Amazon. These wooden, this is what it came in. It's like a box, okay? And we need 30 of them. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I was going to make it like a bonus, show you a bonus project. We'll see. We'll see how our time goes. So y'all go get your dinner, get your favorite drink, grab some popcorn, sit back and enjoy the show. You know, I consider these long nights of crafting with y'all your bonus nights when I'm not here. So some nights you get me for 30 minutes, some nights you get me for an hour. It all averages out, right? So I'm just staining the edges of these because we don't need the centers. You don't need the center of them stained, okay? Because we're going to cover that up. And I got my glue gun on. Nice. Yeah, we have a Value Village here too, but I never find anything good there. And to be honest with you, this board that I got at Goodwill was probably over a year ago. You're smoking some. It was probably over a year ago. Like I said, I will find something and not use it right away. It'll sit in the garage until I find the right usage for it. And I think this sign will be perfect. Okay, let me count. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, only 15 more to go. Farmer's market tonight. Woohoo! Sell lots, Faye. Faye's very talented. So if you're part of the VIP page group and you're a member, start posting your creations in there. I love to see them, first of all, because I get inspired by y'all. But I'm also going to start, and I started it last night. I think y'all saw that. But I'm going to start a maker's moment, okay? So I'm going to feature you creators, designers, crafters, and it doesn't have to be chalk related, okay? It's anything. If you made it, I want to feature you. I want to show you off. Or you can send it to me, the picture, and you can do it that way. Yeah, we still have a Value Village here, but like I said, I never find anything good in there. I haven't been in one in years. Okay. Should have counted these out. This would be perfect, like when we get it done, I'll show you, you'll see in your sewing room. I mean, wherever you like your patriotic stuff. Okay. And then this is Dixie Belle gel stain that we're using. You can get it on Dixie Belle, or you can get it on my store at Chalk. It's back in stock. We just don't sell it during the winter time through my store because Chalk can't guarantee, because it's water-based, and the warehouse that that Chalk runs out of doesn't have adequate heating, and so it gets really cold there because they're based in Utah, and so they can't guarantee that it won't freeze. So they just don't sell it during the winter months. So I stock up. In the VIP page, so I have a private group, Tanya, that VIP members get steals, deals, inside information. That's where I post like launch stuff. And that's where you can feel free to post your creations. Okay, I didn't think this one out very far. That's okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay, move that box out of my way. You need 30 of these. You should have seen it's over there. I ordered a bag of them, and I thought I ordered the right size, and they came like they were itty bitty. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with those. With a different craft project, because they're very tiny. I was like, that's not what I wanted. But you can order these on Amazon. You can probably get them at Hobby Lobby. If you don't have a Hobby Lobby near you, then Amazon's your next best friend. Why? Because we're going to be covering it up. I'm just staining this end piece right here, and then let it dry, because I don't want my table, my glass mat, to get all stained. And then we'll do the other side. But you don't need to do the inside because it's going to be covered up. So you only need to do the side, the ends, because those are what's going to show. And this end here is not even going to show, I don't think. But just in case, I'm doing it. And what's great is that this stain does dry really quickly. So you would be able to stain each piece, set it down, and as it's drying, you can pick up the first one. Just making sure I had set that timer. Okay, so now that side, now I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the other side. But I'm not worried about the center. Okay. Did everyone have a good day? I pulled out my antiquing glaze for this, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to use dark wax instead, now that I'm thinking about it. And that's the thing, is like, when you have a project in mind to do, and you think, you know, okay, this is what I'm going to use, this is how I'm going to do it, and then you know, as you're crafting, it all changes on you. It's like, oh, wait, I'm going to do this instead. And I always say, prepping the materials is always your longest. But once you get that done, then the rest is a piece of cake. You enjoyed being lazy. Hey, you know what? My time's coming. Summer break is coming for me. Hannah, I sent you a message. I'm not sure if you got it or not. I haven't checked. But I broke down and I bought the hometown embroidery pattern. So I'm like, I'm committed. I think I'm going to work on that this summer. But I don't expect to get it done over the summer. I used some Mother's Day money that I got from my kids and ordered it. Yeah, school will be out. I think I'm not going to lie. I am counting my days. I have a personal day that I'm going to be using. So I have 19 days left. Everybody else has like 20. But not me. I am counting my days. This has been a very tough year. I'm not going to lie. I've learned a lot. I'm going to change a lot for next year. And I'm going to enjoy my summer vacay. Which will be traveling on the weekends mainly because of racing. And then we have a trip in the first week of August for that week long for Grands. So that's what we'll be doing. But I'm not camping for a week. Last year we camped, but the facility that we were at had showers and stuff. Where we're going to be at in Montana, it's dry camping. So basically whatever your motorhome water can hold, that's your water for the week. I think you pay to have a facility come in and fill up your water one time. So there won't be much showering or anything like that. And I'm like, oh, I don't think so. And so I booked a hotel for the week while we're there. Your friend's dog got out of the yard, so you got your steps in today, crazy dog. Michelle said it was a quiet day, major change in temperature. Yesterday was in the 90s, today is the 46. Isn't that crazy? That's how it's been here. It's like one day we're in like, almost 80 degrees, and then the next day we're freezing. And so it's funny because everyone at work knows that I am always cold. And so I have like this little heater that I put down by, at my desk. And I'm always turning it on. And today it was so funny. One of my coworkers comes in and he's got his hands at the heater. And I go, it's not on. And he goes, oh, I thought it was on because you always have it on. He goes, why don't you have it on? It's cold. And I'm like, because I haven't had a chance to turn it on. I've been so busy. So it was kind of funny that they just automatically, because, of your habits. So I didn't actually use my heater at work today. I think we got to a high of 52 today. It was crazy. Not my kind of weather. Okay. Oh my gosh, these are going to be so cute. It doesn't look like much right now, but it will, I promise you. So make sure you stay, or if you leave, you can come back and watch the replay. But they are going to be cute. It was hot over where you're at, Tanya. Not here. But you're over in the desert part of Washington, so. Hot during the day, freezing cold at night. I do not like Yakima. It's not one of my favorite places. Yeah, it was okay today. It was one of our recess supervisors called out for a student because he needed a break. And I'm like, he's at recess. That is his break. So I didn't go out there. I'm like, nope, he's at recess. That's his break. I need a break. Okay, we're coming to a I can see the end of the tunnel on these. Okay, so I should have thought this out better, and I apologize. Thank you for hanging out with me, talking, getting to know me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And next time I plan something this big, I'll have it half done before before we do it. How many spools am I staining? 30, Hannah. I know, you're thinking, what are you thinking? 30 of them. You need 30, okay? And you'll see why. And it's going to be adorable. It's going to be so cute. Oh, I didn't even pull ribbon. Okay, I'll have to think about the ribbon. I know where my patriotic ribbon is. I have beads too. I have patriotic beads. It's that time of year where I need to pull out all my summer and patriotic stuff. I need to put my Easter stuff away, my Easter ribbon away. Those bunnies are over there looking at me. Has it been 2 years? I think so, yeah. Yeah, he's been overseas, working overseas for, yeah, I think he's going on 2 years. Because it was 2 years ago when he told me he was assigned. So my laser's 2 years old. It is a long time. But you know, it doesn't really seem like, I mean, yeah, I don't see him. But I talk to him every single day. Sometimes I talk to him 2 or 3 times a day. So, I mean, it's kind of, you know, I just don't like physically see him. But we stay in touch. We talk about everything. So, and he'll be home for 30 days, starting in July, mid-July, and then through August. So, I mean, I will be live a lot of the times, but if I'm not, y'all understand. My goal is to start posting video or making videos so I can have them to post when I'm not live. And obviously that's going to happen when school gets out. Because trying to do videos and do a live every day, it's a lot. When does he sleep? When I don't talk to him. Well, he's going to work now, so he sleeps when I go to work in the morning, because I talk to him when I wake up. So I wake up at 6 and he's texting me, and then I leave for work. Well, I get ready for work at 7 my time, and so I think that's when he goes to bed. So, okay. Whoa, my nose is, I probably got, oh, I hope I didn't get stain on me. Okay. I'm just going to dry this really good. It doesn't necessarily, I mean, because we're not really doing anything with that. We are going to use some dark wax though. Let me grab a sponge brush. I'm going to try this. Yeah, see, that's not. I want it to be able to rub it in. Did you all see Willow out here last night? I had to take a picture. She was driving me crazy. I had left her out. I left them in tonight. They were inside because it's going to rain. But she was like out there barking at the neighbors because they brought in a trailer of some sort. And I'm like trying to do my training and stuff. So I just brought her in here. She laid down. She was really good for the most part. And so then when my training was done, I took a picture of her. She was like, hey, I got to come into the craft room. And Hannah, there will be a tour. I promise you. I know. You're like, ugh. There will be a tour. It's clean. It's still clean. I just haven't had the time. Okay. Not like that made a difference, but that's what we're going to stick with. Is the dark wax. The craft castle. It's not a castle. It's my castle. Yes. Okay. Who else does? I do not like crafting with gloves, but it's necessary. Okay. So I have ribbon, and we're going to have to cut some more of it. And I was trying to decide if I want my ribbon to go that way or to go this way. And I think what I have decided is it's going to go this way. Okay, so you're going to take, I'm just going to measure this out. Okay. And we're going to cut. So if you have like any ribbon laying or ribbon, any fabric, I said ribbon, I apologize. If you have any fabric laying around that you're not planning on using, this would be a good project for this. So this is just your typical red, white, and blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our glue gun. I'm just going to put a bead of glue, just like that. And then I'm going to wrap it around. And then we'll put another bead of glue down. And then we'll do this 30 times. Timer, Hannah. How long is the ribbon? I know it's about 1.5 inches wide, and then the length, it's at 4 inches. So 4 times, I just took the length of a fat quarter. And I'll measure the other one when I get ready to cut it. But I know that this part here, the width is 1.5 inches, because I measured that. Good grief. No, not 30 times. You'll see. You'll see. It's not 30 times, though. But we do have 30 spools. Okay. But see, it goes really quickly. And like I said, do you see why we didn't necessarily have to worry about the inside of staining our spools? Because you're not going to see it. Not going to see it. And then we'll Whoops. It'll go by quick, I promise. But once you see it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Like, that's extra ribbon there, so I can just... Why am I calling it ribbon? It's fabric. Did I say 30 times? No, I did not say 30 times. Maybe 24. Maybe you need to do this with the red, white ribbon. Fabric. Oh my gosh. Melinda. Fabric 24 times. Because, no, less than that. And I'm not being precise. I'm not, being like perfect at it. And one more. At least I didn't say 130 times. You just have to wrap each spool once. How's that sound? Doesn't that sound better? You just have to wrap each spool one time. Okay. And then you'll see. Oh, how did that happen? It's all wet. I must have got it into my water. Okay. So again, we're going to cut 4, 8, 12, because I had to... 4, 8, 12. Do I have one more? No. Okay. So I do know you have to have 9 of these. So we'll have to cut some more fabric. It's going to be so cute. You trust me. Okay, thank goodness. I'm glad you trust me. I'm a crafter at heart. I love to craft. Four, 5. Do y'all know what we're making now? You could use ribbon, but you know what? I didn't think about ribbon. I thought about fabric. I thought, you know what? I got this fabric in my sewing room, in my stash, and that's what I went with. But you could use ribbon. But you need to use like the 1.5 inch size, because that's what would fit on these spools. So when you're thinking about that, you want to make sure you use the right size. Okay, so let's turn it this way. And that looks like about 1.5 inches. See, y'all know me, I don't measure much. I eyeball a lot. Maybe that's why none of my quilts have turned out. Because 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. You know, it's like measure twice, cut once. So, and I like to craft. Okay, so we have 9 of these. Now, I already know that I just need to cut 4 strips. Because I already measured this part out. So there's 1. So every 4th stripe gives me the perfect measurement. You like the star fabric. 8. Because we're going to use a star. We're going to call it embellishments. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11 more to go. That's not bad. That didn't take long at all, did it? Okay. Yeah, so you can do ribbon, you can do fabric. The point is that you want 9 blue with stars and the rest with red and white. You can use ticking fabric. You could use ribbon. But you are going to cover each spool. Put that on there real quick. That's the problem with like cordless glue guns, is that if they're not constantly, they can cool down on you. They can cool down on you. Okay, just checking. Make sure I had that timer going. So we're supposed to go out of town. We're waiting on weather. So the plan right now is that I will be out of town Friday night. So the plan is there won't be a live. When I come back on Monday, I will draw the winner Monday for Happy Mail. If that's okay with y'all. And if Rory wins a race, I'll figure something out. He's going to a flat track this weekend. But he likes that track. But he's not raced it as a senior driver. Oh, man. I'm going to have to cut one more. Okay. It's like... See, that wasn't so long. That didn't take long at all. Wrapping is the easiest part. So if you have like it all pre-done and you have your stuff stained ahead of time, then it won't take long at all. Now, I'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Thursday with a project. Oh, I guess I should tell you, because I wasn't really planning on a chalk project tonight, but I will tell you, Tiffany Thiessen, because she's partnered with Chalk, you know, the gal from like Saved by the Bell, 90210, that gal. Anyway, she's a designer for Chalk. And anyways, she's having a launch tomorrow. I haven't posted anything about it because it snuck up on me. So I will be making some posts about it. But like tonight's project, it wasn't about chalk. It was about crafting and being patriotic and just connecting with y'all. Okay, so you're all good with the drawing on Monday. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate that. So what we'll do, the plan will be, is that when we log in, we'll do the thing and we'll do the drawing towards the end. Okay, so I have everything wrapped. Okay, y'all ready for this? You guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay. So you need 6. Timer, Deborah. You need 6 spools. So 6 times 5, that's why you need 30. There you go. Okay. Wants to roll on me. And we're going to glue these down. But, oh my gosh. Look, can you all see it? Can you guys see this? I'm just getting placement done for right now. And then we're going to glue them down. We'll get it centered and all that good stuff. Kind of feel like I want more. Kind of feel like I want, hold on. Okay. We're going to take 2 of these. Yeah, they will match. I'll make them match. I was just getting placement. I'll make them match. Just getting the placement. So you didn't need 30. So she's like, should you make the, yeah, they'll match up. There we go. And then the white, nope, we'll do red, 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 red. Yeah, that would drive me crazy if we didn't do it the right way. So I'm just looking for placement. Okay. Do y'all see it? Oh my gosh. Is that not cute? Okay. So let's make sure we have our placement before I start gluing everything down. And then that looks about even. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue here and here, and then I'm going to set it down. I need to get a glue stick. And then same thing. I'm going to line it up perfect with so you're going to butt them up next to each other. So yeah, only 28. No, 29. Yeah, 28. I did 30. There's a reason why I don't teach math. No. There we go. Oh. Oh. That would have been disastrous. Okay, so there's the first row. Now I can kind of back these off a little bit so I have room. How much hot glue? I don't know. I buy my hot glue in bulk. So I didn't glue that one down. But remember, I don't use hot glue every project. And then I get like the long sticky, there we go. The long, I buy the Gorilla Glue sticks. Hi, Chris. I think it's Gorilla Glue that I buy because I use it on my wood, all the wood projects. So it sticks. But I haven't bought glue in a while. And then I bought for my other glue gun, I bought it like in bulk, like I think for like $20. It was like 4,000 glue sticks. So it's a good trivia question. How much glue sticks does Melinda go through in a month? And see, they fit right in there. Oh my God, isn't this cute? What do y'all think so far? If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you hate it, give me a heart. But whatever you do not give me a mean face. There we go. Sometimes you just need to craft, And this was what I needed tonight. I needed to craft. Sometimes you have a long day at work, things don't go right, and I come home and I craft. You always see me using the glue gun. Yeah, when I use it though, if you think of I use it for bows and the wood projects. This is probably the most I've used it in a while. But I'm only putting 2 little dots of glue. So yeah, I probably go through a lot of glue. Okay. I bet you I can make a bow out of this extra fabric. Okay. Ta-da! Ooh. Add to broadcast. I don't know what you're doing, Tanya. Maybe when you watch. I don't know what you're doing to add to broadcast. I don't know what that entails. Okay. I think Aha. Let me pull out some ribbon. Okay. So that's not the right color because that is white. Let me pull out. Okay, well, that's what I have. So that's what we're going to use. So we're going to make a bow real quick. And we'll put some raffia on it and all that good stuff. Snoopy. Oh, I see what you're all doing. Y'all think that timer's going to go off. Yeah. Oh, you guys are sneaky. There we go. And then we'll do 2 more loops. And then we'll use the zip tie. I do. I want engagement. Absolutely. I'll take whatever I can get. Times are getting hard out there. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know. Okay. So see how I have this bow? I don't want it to fluff up. I want it to go out. And you'll see why. And then let's grab a little bit of this raffia. I don't want a lot, but I want a little bit. Good night, Deborah. Have a great night. Thanks for watching, honey. Then we have these rusted stars. So I'm going to have it coming down like that. What do y'all think? You think that is good? Okay. I'm just gonna glue it on. I don't understand what it means, add to broadcast. Okay. Timer. Okay, we're gonna tack a little glue here at the top of this one, and then we're gonna put it top center. Oh, you think in the center? You think here? Hold on. I guess I should have played with. You think here? Top center? Or maybe here. I want this part to kind of show, so it looks like it's a flag. Bottom right. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I can't see the memes. I don't know what they are. I don't. Oh, like there? Oh, that's cute. That would be cute. Okay, let's commit. There we go. We're committing. Bottom right. Oh, bottom right. My right or I don't know. I did left. Bottom right would have been over here. That's okay. That's okay. She's playing with the memes. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I can't see that. The other right. Hannah says the other right. Right here? Like that. Maybe. Not down, not all the way down, but probably like right there. Thanks, Tanya. Okay, we're going to commit. The good thing is that as long as the glue hasn't set, it is a-okay. You could put a tag on there and say America. You could put 1776. You could put whatever you want on it. I think it's adorable. It balances. Yes. Okay. And that's on there. Turn off my glue gun. I'm going to bring you all up. And voila. What do y'all think? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it. And it's very patriotic, very easy, very crafty. And that's what I got for y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have any questions or need anything whatsoever, I'm just putting stuff away. Don't hesitate to message me and let me know. Like I said, we have the Tiffany Thiessen launch. I will be posting stuff later on that. Time has gotten away from me. You like my glasses? They're brand new. They are brand new. Okay, last entry, Tanya Lee. Okay. There we go. Okay, y'all have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow with hopefully another inspirational project for y'all. So until then, you guys have a great night and happy Thursday. Good night, everyone.